Start in the middle. That's what they say.
Listen to me. Wine.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, welcome to like almost summertime in the Netherlands. You get to see out the window. Uh, and I'm gonna see if this works. I feel like I'm pretty backlit, and yet this light goes a little bit brighter. So I hope this is good enough. Let me know if the image is okay. Hey there, something with letters and numbers is here. Um, so yeah, is the image okay? I feel like my screen or my monitor. Lara Bell. And Ziad, this was great. Lara Bell, thank you for the positive comment. I just replied to that. Um, and image is okay. Sound is okay. I'm using like a microphone extension, and some people have said that the settings are a bit low, but I'll lean in close. And greetings, Almira in the house. So, cheers, everybody. I hope you're getting some sunshine today. It's and yet, oh man, do be careful as well. You keep not just sunburn. I mean, like once the sun goes behind a cloud, or you get behind whatever a tree, then it's cold. Yeah, and it's gonna get colder again. So anyway, mini brief mini summer, and so basically, yeah, I know it feels very hot today. The sun is warm, and it will be that way today and tomorrow. So hey, enjoy. I feel like, yeah, drinking the Londerbrouwer this week. Last week I was competing with the Dutch press conference, and this week I'm competing with the summertime for one day anyway. Haha. And anyway, but yeah, we were just talking about this week. Exactly, enjoy the view. This week we've got the Dutch water engineers, Boskalis, the Dutchies who were sent in. Nicole, hello. So yeah, the Suez Canal is now free, thanks to Dutch ingenuity, which is basically, yeah, we wait for the high tide. And I mean, it was just, yeah, whatever. The head of Boskalis is thank goodness, willing to take some credit. Very Dutch thing, like yeah, we don't want to take too much credit. But so that's good. Positive reviews for Dutch nationality in the news this week. And De Vrede, peace be upon you. But also this week we're finding about the Dutch government and the vaccination delays, and yikes. Yeah. It's a tale of two countries. The private sector Dutch, woohoo, and public sector. So yeah, but father-in-law is over here, who featured in last week's video with the EU vaccines, the delays explained in 2 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, right. Again, it's about questions. If you have questions, let me know. Actually, I'm gonna get my separate screen ready here. Hey, come on, Schliver. That's my. Wait, I did make that joke, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. The Dutch government is. They've got 60 million doses of AstraZeneca ready to go. They're loaded onto a container ship. It's called the Ever Given. Yeah. So, yeah, no, enjoy the view. It's going to get greener. Boskalis, Royal Boskalis, Westminster, NV. What does that even mean? Don't know. Okay, Royal Boskalis. Oh, wait. I'm getting my separate screen ready. Hold on a sec. Current live streams. That's the one. All right, so now I can see an overview of your comments to make sure I don't miss any questions. Yeah, Dutch and other canals and water engineering in general. And so thank goodness for that. And also enormous container ships. I don't know if anyone, if you've ever done the harbor tour in Rotterdam, it's pretty cool. I still remember it's organized by Speedo, I think. Not like the swimsuit, but SPIDO. And yeah, I think they take off from the the Werf. Mr. C4, welcome. But yeah, Speedo tours in Rotterdam. They go from right at the base of the Erasmus Bridge, and they'll take you to the port of Rotterdam, the port tour. And you're on a boat, which is pretty big sized boat. I mean, it could be a ferry across the North Sea. That's how big. And then at the end, they take you to a container ship and then another container ship and then these mega container ships like the ones, the Ever Given, that was stuck in Suez Canal. And these things are about as long as the Empire State Building.
4 football fields.
Right? 4 football fields. Yeah. And you just, the scale of it is amazing. So, I mean, a question or a request, that works. Can you do your George Bush? I suppose I could. There used to be a podcast called The Presidential Address. And I don't know why that one phrase stuck in my head from like 2006. It was the week that George W. Bush made a statement about, I'm the decider. So they start off with the challenge. How can we come up with a grammatically mangled sentence as much as possible? And I believe the phrase they chose was, this week I am, let it be known that who is the decider in Washington? It is me. I make a decision. So anyway, there's your George W. Bush for Andy. And okay, yeah. Nicole says, been on the boat and the container ships at the end. Yeah, it's just, they're so enormous. And thank goodness that, it wasn't delayed for many more weeks. A week at least. Yeah, that would have been, terrible for live animals that were on the ship as well. So they were ready to offload some of the containers, at least from the bow, and they didn't have to do that. And so, yeah, yesterday, I think I put online, there was a BBC correspondent who wrote that the President Sisi al-Sisi of Egypt congratulated his Egyptian comrades for setting the boat free. And I'm like, okay, but surely you're going to mention the Netherlands at some point. Actually, Egypt hired some separate independent contractor salvage and sea engineering company. It's like, there's one pretty specific one called Boskalis that's Dutch. Didn't mention that at all. That didn't come up, BBC. But then again, we are in the middle of vaccine nationalism, and that's what the next video is going to be about. But, oh, I see. Oh, wait a minute. Posted a selfie for your not vaccinated. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have to go look at that. Where was that posted? Was it posted to YouTube? Or was it another one? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, so anyway, yes, Laura Bell. Not vaccinated turns out to be, I think I answered this one, not the greatest hashtag. Because, yeah, like not vaccinated. I meant not vaccinated yet, but I think a lot of people interpreted it as never vaccinated. So can't get vaccinated or not yet vaccinated. That's, can't get vaccinated was the one. Insta, right. Okay, good. No, I did see it and I did reply. It's good of you to do that. Anyway, let's see. Best thing I remembered out of the tour. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Heat out of the engine rooms. Talking about...
that must be huge.
Huge. Okay. Well, anyway, but the container ships. Yeah, it's amazing. All right. Stream is lagging. Oh, that's interesting. Not for me. I hope that's not on my end. But thank you for the note. We the Dutch rarely ever get credit. Not good for our Calimero syndrome. Yeah, the Calimero syndrome. How about that? So yeah. Anyway, but do people know that there's a hashtag vaccinated going around from the States? There's not only a hashtag vaccinated, but there is a reaction to the hashtag. Like, enough already. There are so many of us who can't. Oh, thank you. Stream seems to be okay. so many people who cannot get the vaccine. Now, that is the debate that is going on in the Netherlands right now, because we're hearing conflicting reports. One report says that there just aren't enough vaccines. Yeah.
About 900,000 less than they expected.
Sure. Oh, yeah. No, the
Because
shortfalls
of
in
AstraZeneca,
production.
but also,
Yeah, especially
Moderna was less than expected.
especially AstraZeneca.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
How many vaccines can you?
But wait, I'm also hearing. Have you also heard that there are still so many vaccines in stock, and people are not showing up for their appointments, or they can't get enough vaccines into arms. Hello, Vim Brinkman. Where are you? I am online. I am in Amsterdam, and in Oud West, actually, which is, try not to be too distinctive. I don't need to let everyone know where I live, especially with the doxing that's been going on lately. In the Netherlands as well. Vizier op links. I didn't get one of those, but I think I'd qualify. But separate discussion. Anyway, it's right now with the vaccines. There were what was it, 700,000 or something, or a couple 100,000. The Dutch government people were saying we can't get vaccinated. Dutch government was saying, well, yeah, we gave you these appointments, but nobody showed up. And then the patients were saying, yeah, we tried to sign up, but then the websites were overloaded and we couldn't get the appointment. I don't know. I think when in doubt, just show up. There was a case in Belgium of some tech guy with a name and a presence online, and he brought his father. His father's over 75. Great. I'll bring my father. His father gets the shot, and while he's waiting there, they say to the son, do you want a shot as well? We have some left over. People aren't showing up for their appointments. And he's like, yeah, sure. So he puts it online. Yay, we both got vaccinated. And then the younger guy, it wasn't his turn yet, he got shit, online and had to apologize. And yet, can we just err on the side of getting as many jabs into as many arms as possible? Anyway, but yeah. So, wait a minute. Now we got a whole dialogue going on. But you're right. It's annoying when you can't have a conversation about the vaccines lately. Certainly not in the Netherlands. I mean, you first have to wait for everybody to get their mini rant out of the way. Gerard was saying, they should have sent in the army, and they should have done this and that. And I mean, yeah, sure.
80 million opinions.
Well, latest news I heard from Dutch News, which is from NOS, is that this Helix Center, do people know that, with AstraZeneca in particular, there are 2 manufacturing locations in the UK and a third one that's halfway online, I believe Staffordshire, Oxford, and a third one. So there are 2.5. In the Netherlands, in Europe, there's only the one for AstraZeneca in Belgium and another one in the Netherlands that is just now coming online. And it was approved to export to the UK, but not to the EU. They didn't have the license. And then it was why don't they have a license? And it's still unclear. Was that AstraZeneca that was slow in requesting it? Was it Europe that was slow in approving it? But anyway, when it came to light on the 22nd of March, by the 25th, Europe had that taken care of. So anyway, both of these locations in Belgium and the Netherlands have to send their finished product to Italy for bottling, and then it gets distributed from there. And that's just AstraZeneca. But anyway, so now today's news is that the Dutch government last April of 2020, back when we had no idea what the fuck was going on, the Netherlands had the chance to invest 10 million euros into the Helix Center. So not Belgium, but the Dutch producer of AstraZeneca, and apparently the Dutch government said like, meh, no thanks, and that's maybe part of the reason for the delay in getting this thing up and running. But and the capacity is also quite small. So anyway, that's I'll cover that properly in the next video. All right, lag in the stream. Going back to that bit. Okay, great. Ready to be vaccinated would be good indeed. Okay. Hey, Nuke MTV. Glad to see you. Today there was some news that the government actually skipped out on some deals that could have led to a lot more vaccines. Yeah, basically, that's I think the Helix in Leiden. Plenty of vaccine. It's the 5G chips where the bottleneck is. I guess maybe that's a bottleneck when you try to get a chip. It was in a YouTube live a few weeks ago that somehow we came up with the line of Bill Gates and PC computers and Windows and I guess the vaccine jab hurt more when they had to inject a whole floppy disk. It's a great line. I'm gonna post that as my next sign. I'm not doing dude with sign every day now, but I'll probably do it every week. So anyway, yeah, remind me of that. All right, cool. Vest is the best. Great. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when in doubt, don't post anything with hashtag vaccine because it will just get blocked, and probably rightly so. All right. Lovely small boats in the background. Indeed, nothing big enough to block the canal. What? There's a woman down there struggling? Oh no. Okay, I missed that. No, yeah, maybe. All right, sorry. I'm just now, out the window. Yeah, talk about doxing. The street name is right there. Is it though? What street name? Okay. And I read that not enough are signing up. Yeah, again, we're getting. I'm sorry. What on earth is hanging on the wall? That is a fair question. Good. That is a sculpture by an iron-working.
Hear it screech.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's an original Frank Plant.
It is an original Frank Plant sculpture, and that is what is hanging on the wall behind me.
Early ones.
Sorry about that. I hope that answers that question. I'll show it full next again coming up. But all right. Wow, 30 people, highest ever audience. How about that? Wait, yes, actually, hat is that. What is that? Okay, yeah, that's the sculpture. Yeah, I'll get to that next. All right. Bills op dinsdag. Yeah, indeed. All right. So, not enough are signing up. Maybe. Or people are trying to sign up, but they can't sign up. I found out the first actual person that I know in my 6 degrees of whatever. So, our family doctor has been vaccinated. So, that's good news. I guess. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to scale up. Johnson & Johnson, or the Janssen vaccine, is going to be potentially a huge game changer because,
One shot.
it's one shot, and and then I'm like, but it surely needs deep freeze, ultra low temperature freezers, like Pfizer and Moderna. No, it doesn't. Regular refrigeration and just one shot. It's not like completely as effective as Pfizer and Moderna apparently, but now I'm reading about these numbers that say that Brexit Britain and the US, they're so much farther ahead with vaccinating, 38, 40, approaching 50% of their population. But no, I haven't had the shot yet. But that's only one out of the 2 shots. We're not talking about the Johnson & Johnson here. We're talking about one of these vaccines that requires a first shot and then a booster shot, which is recommended to be, 3 to 4 weeks apart? And apparently the UK is gambling that instead of giving you the first shot and keeping your second shot in stock, we're just going to give that second shot to someone else and hope that production ramps up somewhere, maybe not 3 to 4 weeks, but maybe like 3 to 4 months. That'll still be good, right? And yet, if there are enough variants, because it's a real race between the virus and the variants at this point, then your vaccine, your first shot is maybe, yeah, no good, and you have to go back to square one or square zero. So yeah, it's a gamble, and yeah, we'll see. Anyway, floppy disk is harder to insert than the hard disk. Okay, and oh yeah,
The old floppies.
last year the 5G was supposed to spread corona. Yeah, right. Yeah, how about that? All right. It does kind of look like a satellite dish behind me, but it's just
It's an oil drum.
it's an old oil drum
drum.
cover. Yeah. Okay. All right. Rookie numbers and Mr. C4, thank you for saying that I deserve more viewers. It's on me. I know. We got 31, 30, back down to 30. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to spend more time taking some tutorials or something, and or I've yeah, I don't know. I've gone more to quality over quantity, hopefully.
Well, it's a
But
corona figure. Only 30 people in.
oh, that's
in
true.
the
That's
room.
true. Oh, that's
So
good. We
that's
can't
why
have
we
over
do it.
30 people in the chat room here. Otherwise, it's against Corona rules. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like. Thank you. I guess that helps. The algorithm. Boost the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank goodness. YouTube is one platform where it's not like the first thing to hit you with is like, welcome back, you've lost this many, like MailChimp is the worst. Welcome back. Do you not feel like killing yourself yet? Well, hold on. Anyway, yes, let's see what else we've got here. Okay. So, wait, labs are still working on an efficient medicine in addition to vaccines. Okay, Laura Bell, explain. And an efficient medicine in addition to vaccines. Oh, maybe I heard about this. Is there a preventative, like a nasal spray coming from the Netherlands that can prevent COVID? It's also been, I saw an article that smoking weed can help prevent COVID.
You have those masks that prevent something also.
And the masks, of course. Anyway, let's see. We've run out of squares. Oh, Schlibber, I'm gonna have to go back and figure out what that means because it's probably worth it. But anyway, Darkyon says, if someone offered me Sputnik right now, I'd take it. I might be a couple weeks away from that point. Oof, all right. Captain Hammer 1 says, I heard the Brazilian version of the virus, or variant, is a few times more deadly to 20-year-olds as well. So you and me are also in danger. Speak for yourself. I'm a couple of 20-year-olds, at least. And yeah, the dangerous thing for me, the most scary thing, is that it's these residual effects. Even people I know who got COVID and recovered, still it takes longer than they would like to recover. Sometimes there are residual effects a month or so later, still get groggy. Sometimes the whole day goes by where I can't retain, brain fog. So that's scary. I don't want to mess with this stuff, and certainly not if it's the Brazilian virus. The Brazilian wax is already painful enough. All right. Want to buy some Sputnik, exactly. I'm so glad I can hook up drug deals via my YouTube chat. And I agree, the Biden vid is very funny. It came out pretty well. I would be happy to make sacrifices to the algorithm. I think I have been doing that. Anyway, all right. Hold my beer and start smoking. Oh, yeah. That was a good meme. Someone posted today of contractors from around the world. We can't free this container ship from the Suez Canal. Dutch people are like, hold my stroopwafel. Hold my beer. Hold my weed. I don't know, whatever. All right. Wear gloves to touch the like button. Good points, Yad. Clinical trials ongoing with interferon and other molecules. Interferon. Okay, cool. I'll look that up. Thank you, Lauterbell. And who is the voiceover behind the camera? That's Peter. That's my father-in-law. He featured in last week's video. He is in line to get vaccinated. Does not yet have an appointment.
Well, too young.
He's too young. He's too young. Hans Holsen, a friend of mine who's now living in Amersfoort, his wife is Dutch. She's working in a hospital in like social work and health, but healthcare. She can't get a shot. She's got a mother who is, I think, your age, like just over 70. So, but not over 75. Can't get the shot. And let's see. Okay. Yes, father-in-law, indeed. Do you know many people who've had to deal with having COVID? Not super many, honestly. There are a few people who feel like me, I think I might have had a mild case. And it's entirely possible that I was asymptomatic spreading. But friends of ours who, one of whom works for Doctors Without Borders, pretty bad case of COVID. Let's see, who else? Oh, yeah. That black car might be ours outside the house. It's something held for review. Hold on. Oh, man. This is going to be some kind of like, they blocked it for maybe health reasons. And okay, so I don't know many people, thankfully, who've had to deal with heavy virus. My sister, actually, in the U.S., her whole, her 2 kids and husband all came down with the virus. But they recovered. That was in November. And now she's been vaccinated. So, their symptoms weren't that heavy, which is lucky. But anyway, all right. Is it possible to run out of weed in the Netherlands? I don't know, man. I don't think so. It's so strong. All you need is a little bit. A little bit. And don't eat the whole space cake before you go on stage, Reggie Watts. It's a separate story. All right. Schliver with your black car comment, and it's pretty funny. I think it's, You can see the license plate from here. So we got the drop on them. Everyone seems to be too young for the vaccine. Indeed. They might have to start with the deceased. Hey, but we got the baby boomers that are ready to party. We're ready for that too. Oh my God. CF Gregory says brother had the COVID and almost died. He was in the ICU for a week and 46, healthy 46 years old. ICU. And man, we got to just bear in mind any debate that does center around the vaccine. And Spiker, please, you like it? But yeah, about the vaccine, we're talking about how annoying it is. You can't talk about the vaccine these days without someone having to, share their mini rant. And there's conflicting information, and that is true. I forgot where I was going with this. But the ICU, right? It's about the healthcare. It's about overwhelming the system and just the lack of ICU beds, and not just like, we need more ICU beds. You don't want a huge amount of ICU beds. You want just the right amount. And then hopefully you want to free up the healthcare workers to continue serving people. But when hospitals have to shut down, other necessary medical procedures because they're all dealing with corona, that's what we want to avoid. Also, we want to avoid the Sophie's Choice moment where you get someone who's 46 years old and normally healthy. Then you got someone who's like 76 years old and at risk. And, who do you let into the ICU? Because we've only got one bed available. That is what we have to avoid. And as Arjen Lubach said on Sunday in his last ever episode, apparently it's like, 3 more months? How you full? So we just have to really hold out, I guess, for 3 more months. And I was hoping that the theaters would open somewhere in April. Looks like that's not going to happen. Maybe the 1st of May, but, at this point, Boom Chicago theaters planning on maybe, probably June. And maybe even after the summer. It's rough. Thank goodness baseball is back. Major League Baseball is here. Thank you, Ziad, for pointing that out. I myself grew up a Chicago Cubs fan, but I also spent some time in Atlanta growing up, so I'm going to try to support the Atlanta Braves, if only because the Chicago Cubs are owned by the Ricketts family, who supported Donald Trump. So, all right. Sputnik in a back alley. Let's go for it. Maybe 35 viewers. Oh, did we get up to 35? Good for you. Canal Monster. Oh, that would have been good. Wait, what's held for review? Oh, Spiker Poos. Come on. Look at that. YouTube held F Apostarcha, the @ sign, CK for review. The algorithm. They're so cute. I mean, every time the algorithm... There was a really embarrassing predictive text moment with my dad who was like, don't share! So I guess I can't share it. But yeah, every time predictive text on the algorithm messes up so basically, then yeah, it gives me small comfort that the singularity is not yet upon us. Anyway, all right. Yeah, Night Chicken, I agree. Zondag met Lubach. We want more. It should stay. They should, like, you know, Matthijs van Nieuwkerk. Maybe next Arjen Lubach will show up just on Saturday nights and do a music program. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway.
Which is nice.
Yeah, Lessie is here. Lessie. I mean, Nessie is the official Loch Ness Monster nickname, but Loch Ness is the full name. So Lessie could be, yeah, we'll see what Schlipper thinks of that. Sputnik in the back alley. That sounds a bit sexual. Sputnik in the back alley. Anyway, all right. Message held for review. No, you can only use F''CK or Funk. Anyway, all right, great. All of these are held for review. Any diverse spelling of fuck, you can just maybe can I say fuck enough, and then like someone in the algorithm will be like, oh, he's saying fuck. I think we could have it spelled. Anyway, all right. FCCRN for review? No, Nuke MTV. That did not get held for review. All right. Good. Thank goodness the algorithm has a sense of humor. So does God. And we should sacrifice for God as well as for the algorithm. Like the classic joke. Yeah. Build a supercomputer just to ask it, is there a God? And the answer, there is no. Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience. Anyway. All right, Vic, that also works. That's great. And Nessie is a giant haggis. Haggis is is tricky. There was one story back in 1989 when I was in for New Year's. God, 1988 and 89. I was in Edinburgh for Hogmanay for New Year's, and I was on a budget. I was really at the end of my budget for that day, X many pounds to get me through the day. And I thought, well, I'm going to go to, as advised, to one of these greasy snack shop stores, and I'm going to order a haggis that'll be my dinner. And I ordered it, and it was not as advertised. This, delicious Scottish treat. It was like greasy, disgusting sheep stomach filled with I don't know what. I was there, but I have to finish it. I need this nourishment. In a back alley, choking down greasy sheep stomach. That was a memorable moment for me. Anyway, so Pepine, good point. Arjen Lubach announced that they were planning to make a new program. Okay, where did you see that announcement? I heard him talk about that earlier, like before this current season began or during. That yeah, he wants to do something with Arjen Lubach wants to do something with his team and keep the team and do some separate similar project. But I haven't heard anything specific. So if you have heard that, let me know. Exactly. Well, 42 seems to be maybe a good point to stop here. Haggis is illegal in America. You may have a point, and it certainly would be blocked by the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, Captain Hammer, thank you for sharing. And I hope your family stays safe and healthy and, right? Stay safe and stay sane, as I like to say. I think I will call it time of death at around 35 minutes because I try to keep these about half an hour. Right? Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in, right? So, yeah, if you haven't watched the Biden video, go ahead. Just put that up today. And yeah. And do subscribe if you can. Awesome. Great, guys. I mean, yeah, at least safe. Sane is, disputable. So, all right. All right. Well, I'll try to keep this on a Tuesday night, maybe a Monday, so I can use the MAGA hashtag Monday. Ask Greg anything. Right. All right. Not sure which president I want. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. It's all fun. Go enjoy some sun still if you can. You guys have a nice evening as well. And yeah, dank jullie wel. Oké, tot volgende week. Doei.